the theatrical element of the Country Road show was pretty new to me. I was a male goat. So I didn't do theater much. I love theater, though. I love going to shows. Les Mis is that was a God thing for me, because if that hadn't happened, I might not even have pursued music.
Hey, my name is Lauren Floyd Turner, and this is Lyric in Motion. This is Lauren Floyd Turner, and we are back with another episode of Lyric in Motion. I am so excited for today's artist. Get to know Sara Kelly. Yay! Sara, thank you so much for being on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I'm just having a ball getting to know you better. We just met because you are in a show that I got to choreograph called Country Roads USA. And from that, I started listening to your music, and I'm like, this is really great.
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
And I wanted you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I am from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I supposed to look at you or?
You can look anywhere.
I know that's going to be a rough edit.
Yeah.
I'll restart.
It's all good.
Look anywhere.
Yeah, just look anywhere.
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm 24 years old. Moved here about almost 3 years ago now, which is wild.
Oh.
Been singing ever since I was tiny. Grew up singing in church. Always loved country music. Decided I wanted to do country music full time right outside of high school.
Okay.
Moved here, and the rest is history.
Did you do theater or anything in school, or what?
No, I was a soccer player. So the theatrical element of the Country Road show was pretty new to me. But I did do Wicked at one point outside of school. It wasn't in school, and I was Dr. Dillamond.
Oh,
I was a male goat. So I didn't do theater much. I love theater, though. I love going to shows. Les Mis is my favorite show of all time. I tell myself I was supposed to play Ebony in another life. I think I would have killed that. But no, I was a soccer player. Tore everything in my knee my junior year. If that hadn't happened, I probably would have kept going and maybe played in college. So that was a God thing for me, because if that hadn't happened, I might not even have pursued music as much as I have. So yeah, that was a little blessing in disguise. It was a heartbreak at first, but yeah, when that happened, I graduated in 2020 from high school. So we graduated in our cars, like at a speedway.
Pandemic.
It was super, super wild, honestly. Over half, I think, of my senior year was not in school. We stayed home, obviously. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So you were one of those that had the senior year during the pandemic.
Yeah, I was.
Did you end up graduating walking, and did they do that later?
We literally graduated in our cars at at our local speedway. We drove through and we got our diploma through our window. I mean, it's sad, but it's unique. So
it is
I
unique.
feel like it's kind of cool to tell that story one day at least.
I think it's really cool because we used to do that for birthday parties. People would drive by and just honk the horn instead of gathering. It was a crazy time.
That really was.
But, it makes sense that we all kind of got our time to kind of rediscover ourselves.
No, exactly.
And,
that's what happened for me.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So did you write a lot during that?
Yes. I started writing. I mean, I had started writing before then, and I think I always knew, especially before I really started playing soccer, I always wanted to be a singer. Yeah. And then soccer became more serious as I got older. But I started writing while I was still playing soccer, and I learned how to play ukulele during a music camp at church, and then that's what led me to learn how to play guitar. And then once I knew how to play guitar, I realized, chords make a song, and so I started writing by myself. And then after high school, I signed with a manager instead of I was supposed to go to Belmont to major in songwriting, but I signed with a manager. So then I started doing writing trips here, and so I started writing with some really amazing songwriters that I still write with every now and then now. And then that was kind of a process of learning how to co-write, which was very new to me. I think going from writing by yourself and that's all you know to learning how to be like, oh, maybe my ideas aren't the best in the entire world. And now it's like, now I don't ever really write by myself. I probably need to do it more, but now I get a really good idea and I'm like, oh, I'm going to take it to this person or this group of people, and I love co-writing now. So it's kind of the way of Nashville, I think.
Collaboration is awesome.
Yeah,
it's got to be with the right people.
It definitely does.
I know that because everybody has their own kind of thing. You have to be careful, but that is, to me, that makes it just a little step bigger when you get with the right people.
I agree for sure. And you have to learn who those people are too. You have to learn. Yeah, I mean, co-writing is just like getting to know people. You have to make sure that those people understand your vision if you're the artist in the room, and understand what you will and won't say. That's a big thing for me. There's a lot of things in country music that I like to stay away from, or sounds even that I stay away from. So a lot of the people that I write with consistently understand that, and so I can trust them with ideas.
What kind of sounds are you trying to stay away from?
Sometimes it's like lyrics. Like, I don't love talking too much about things that aren't authentic to me. So sometimes that's too much. Like, I won't really sing about drinking a lot or too much relationship.
You're not going to be the whiskey girl in the bar.
No. But sound wise, I would say I just don't love, like, personally the pop sound in country music. So like we were just talking, I love the 90s sound. So I love as much fiddle as possible and dobro on like a ballad, stuff like that. So a lot of times that you can still lean pop even without instruments. So as long as we're finding a melody that I'm on board with and people understand that vision of like 90s sounding and just as country as possible for me.
It's crazy because lately, a lot of things have been about authenticity. It's kind of like the general word of staying authentic, but it's just really true. If you don't stay true to yourself, and it's so easy to get influenced by other people, especially if, like, hey, a hit writer, for example, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I have to go their way because this is what works. But really, no, if you don't stay true to what you want, then you won't really. There'll be the other person.
Well, no.
that creates that sound and stuff. So true. And you're going to be like, wait a minute.
It's so true. Actually, yesterday I was in a co-write and we were writing the song that I really liked the idea. Typically it starts with a title, obviously, or a hook. Right. And I liked the idea, but we kept trying to go this like super commercial country way of like just talking about just this like really Southern language that I wouldn't typically use. And one of the writers was like, oh, like this is like so Lainey. And I'm like, exactly. That's Lainey Wilson. I'm not Lainey Wilson. And I have no problem saying that. Like, Lainey Wilson is amazing, but that's not me.
So, but it's Lainey, and you want to be Sara.
Exactly. So.
No, I truly appreciate that about you. Thank you. And you've got great songs, so you're doing something right by sticking to your guns, lady.
Thank you.
Before we get into that, though, who was some of your influences?
Definitely Martina McBride.
Yes.
Which it's been super cool to obviously be able to play her in the show. But
hey, listen, I'd interrupt you, but those of you who have not seen our show, and I will plug it real quick. Country Roads USA, which is in the Cabaret Theater in Nashville. She sings Martina's Independence Day, and it is stellar.
Thank you.
Yes, and nails it every time. Like, you're a really consistent performer, which I love that too. Just you're on it every time because when people go and they hear something like that, they want to hear that. Note. But when you write your own stuff, you want to be Sara.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I felt about myself, too.
Yeah, for sure. I don't remember the question.
Well, I think we were just talking about, like your influences.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love Martina McBride. I just remember when I was little, I would sit in the booster seat, in the back seat, and obviously this isn't that long ago, but we had CDs. We didn't have like the playing on off of our phones. So when we had CDs, we just listened to the same album over and over again. So we always listened to the Waking Up Laughing album from Martina, and then Carrie Underwood was obviously a very big one for me. I watched her when I was super young on American Idol, and those two have been my favorite. And then as I've gotten older, I would say those two kind of shaped me as an artist, my voice,
Okay.
and taught me how to sing, I guess, from the back seat. And then as I've gotten older, I love Trisha Yearwood so much. Love Vince Gill. Like, I'm a big Vince Gill fan. I'm a big Rascal Flatts fan. Sorry, Dean. And I mean, I love Cody Johnson. There's so
Oh,
many
Johnson
people.
fan,
His new
big time
album just
too.
came out. Listening to it all
So
morning.
good.
It's so good.
Yes.
But all of the old sounding country music, whether they are from back then or the people who are kind of bringing it back now, I'm all about it, and I want to be a part of it. So.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I grew up with all kinds of music because I was a dancer too, but my love was country.
Yeah.
And oh
Who were
yeah.
some of your favorites?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I grew up, well, I was a big Barbara Mandrell fan
Okay.
because, you know, there was the Mandrell sisters and they all danced and sang and they played instruments. So
I
that
can
was
see
like
that.
entertaining, like, oh my gosh, they do everything.
Yeah.
But no, gosh, I listened, you know, and I got to work with Brenda Lee. So
Okay.
I was a real fan of hers. And,
That's cool.
you know, I grew up with the Patsy Cline, the Loretta Lynn, all the standards.
Love Loretta Lynn.
And then I loved my 90s though. You know, and I'm anything from everyone you just said,
Yeah.
to Jody Messina.
Yes.
I mean, I was a Tanya Tucker fan.
Yeah.
I mean, so
So many
yeah.
people on the show, honestly,
Oh,
I'm a
so
big
many.
fan of.
Yes.
So come see
Yes.
it.
Exactly. And yeah, there's just something, you know, this is a certain feeling that I get too when you get back to the just
Basics
country
of
music.
country.
But I love all kinds of music. I mean, we do, but that's in my heart.
Yeah.
For sure.
Same.
Yeah, I could tell it's in your heart too. I
Same.
loved this new song you've got out, Prayer List. I love it. See, I'm a Carolinian too. I'm South Carolina, you North Carolina. We were
Yep.
just talking about this
Yep.
and Prayer List. I mean, you tell a little bit about how you came up with Prayer List.
Well, I wrote this song actually with a writer that I started writing with when I still lived in North Carolina. His name is
Okay.
Brian White. It was just me and him that wrote Prayer List. He's been a big blessing in my life, just kind of like a dad, grandpa figure.
Yeah.
And he's written a lot of songs, and I knew that he understood the vision of kind of the direction I want to go as an artist. And this idea was in my phone for a while. And actually, there's a song by Martina McBride called "When God-Fearing Women Get the Blues." Do you know that song?
Of course I know that song.
That's got to be like my
God-fearing
dream song to
women get
perform.
blues. Yep.
Amen. And so I've always that song to me is super unique. There's not a ton of songs with that language, I find, or that at least that I've heard. And so I wanted to write something that's kind of funny, but that had my, you know, my church background, and I think I'm still so early, obviously, in my career to where I still want to put out songs that represent who I am as well as my sound and all of that. So Prayer List was an idea that really fit into the songs that I already had out that wasn't mimicking anything else that I had. And so when I got with him, we kind of shared ideas, and I was like, I have this song called Prayer List, and it would be about gossip. And so he just ran with it. Like he really started just like speaking some of the lines. Like, if you go and listen to it, you'll hear some of these lines, and he would just spill them out. Like, Deborah told Casey, and just this language that I was all about, and it reminded me of the Martina song, and I was like, yeah, this is it. And we had so much fun with it. I think it's obviously a really fun song. It's supposed to be, and it's relatable, unfortunately and fortunately, I guess. But yeah, I was telling you, somebody at a show came up to me and said, this song is so relatable. My mom used to say, it's not gossip if it's the gospel. And so we love that.
it.
I love how many people have been able to relate to it. And yeah, it's relatable for a lot of people, I think. So
It reminded me of just when we say "bless your heart," because you know
exactly.
it is
That's
kind
in
of
the
a take
song a
on
little
that.
bit.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, bless the heart. You know.
Yeah,
love you, but you know, yeah.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, and you had another one you wrote. I think it was last year. Oh gosh, can you name a couple of your
Do It
titles?
Right?
Do it
Was
right
it
was
Do It
good,
Right?
but it was something else.
Going to your wedding.
Yeah, I thought that was very clever.
That one's
too.
sweet.
Yes.
That one I wrote a long time ago with Paul Sykes and Tranny Anderson, which are
Okay.
insane
Yeah.
writers. Paul Sykes is actually one of my producers right now, and
Okay.
he actually just wrote one of the songs that is on Cody Johnson's new album, which I freaked out about. So I'm like, I know him. And then, like, the first two songs that I put out were a long time ago. There's kind of a disconnect between the first 2 and then the 3 that I have out, but they're called Man Who Will and Wildflower. I don't know if
Man Who Will.
That's my debut single. That's
Okay,
years
was it?
ago.
Because I went, well, yeah, and I kind of went down
So
because I
long
heard
ago.
your, so I'm like, well, let me just hear some other stuff. But
I sound like a baby.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of to how songs evolve and where you're at in your life. I mean, my goodness, even next year you'll probably have a different
sound,
different take on things. So too,
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
And I'm
awesome.
still proud of those. So I think that's important whenever you're putting a song out to just make sure it's a song that you're going to be proud of for years to come. And that's how I feel like a song is timeless. It's important to write a song that's timeless.
I do too, and if you think about it, when it gets really popular, you better like it because you have to sing
Oh
it the rest of your life.
No, for sure, for sure. I mean, I've come to learn that too, just doing the full band show thing in Nashville.
Yes.
That was something that I had to learn about, and I think it's important to have songs that your band likes and are excited to play, and songs that you're capable of singing over and over again with like the ranges of the songs that I write, and all of that plays a factor in what makes a song good, in my opinion.
Man, that's true about ranges, because people that have these, well, like a Martina and Carrie, they're both like still right,
Absolutely.
You think about you're still on the road and doing all those high things.
No, for sure. I mean, it's a real
It's
thing.
great. It is a real thing. Yeah.
That's like my favorite type of voice, though, obviously.
Yes.
I love people who can just sing anything, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that, to me, that makes like a really great singer, so.
So what brought you to Nashville? I mean, was it music, but did you already have people you were writing with? Did you just come?
I did, but nobody that like I had plans to continue writing with. So I really did just kind of move here blindly. And then the first year, I obviously did a lot of networking and meeting people, and I started singing at a church, which was special to me because that was probably the hardest goodbye when I was leaving home, was singing in my church. And they're like, it's a small little church. They're still family to me. So finding a church that I could sing at kind of helped make me feel at home. And I still sing there every now and then. But my new manager actually heard me singing at church one Sunday, and like the youth pastor reached out to me and made sure that we got connected. And he's my manager now, and he's been one of the biggest blessings since moving to Nashville, because he saw me singing in church, and I feel like that's like a God thing. So
it's a God thing.
Yeah. So I switched managers when I got here, and I've just been doing the thing. I feel like everybody has a different path, but it's been a lot of fun.
It sounds like, though, that you've gotten in with some good people, because I know it's a little scary for everybody when they move, whether it's here in New York, LA, whatever.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of stories, so you'd have to really keep the way you, hold yourself, your integrity, your morals, and all that. And it will, if you do, you will find the right people. And I know, so it sounds like you've only been here about 3 years, and it's
not even, which is
not
wild.
Even.
To me, that feels like that's a long time. But I feel like I was like always the one that has been in town the least amount of time in the room. But now I'm like, okay, I've been here for a good bit in my head. So I think the upbringing of how I was raised and the morals and obviously growing up in church has helped me like stay on the right path and stay on the path that I feel like God wants me to be on for now. So always open to seeing what else could happen. But
I mean, you have to be open to the growing and learning and all that good stuff, right? Pivoting and all that. But I do think that you having a base that you're grounded and you know where you really want to be is going to help so much, because it's so easy to get influenced by so much around you.
I agree.
Oh my gosh. So I mean, is Nashville though a place that you're excited to be now? And do you get back to Carolina much? Are you from a small town in Carolina?
I am. I'm from
I am too.
Harrisburg. I don't know if you've ever heard of Harrisburg. It's a little town outside of Charlotte. We went to church in Charlotte. We spent a lot of time in Charlotte. But
is Charlotte like the big city?
The big city. The big city.
I got that's where I grew up too.
Big city. But I think growing up, I didn't go into Charlotte, and then as I got older, I started like, oh, like this is a big city, and but growing up, I stayed in Harrisburg, and where did you grow up again?
I grew up in a tiny one stoplight town called Clio, and most everybody calls it Clio, but it's Clio, So my mom, and I still have family there. I still try
Yeah.
to go back there, but
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think with the show, obviously,
Yeah.
I last year I was able to go back. I am definitely a homebody, so
Yeah.
I like to go back, and I have all like my favorite coffee shops, and a lot of my like most of my friends actually are still living in that area or in Charlotte. So I love going back home. The dogs back home, and the boutiques that I used to model for. I always have like
Aw,
all of my
yeah.
stops that I do when I go home. But I have not been able to go back home as much this year. I might be going home July 4th. That since we
Right,
don't have
'cause you
that
have
show,
that yeah.
potentially it's a 7-hour drive though. So
Yeah.
whenever I do plan to go home, I like to kind of plan it for not
At
just a
least
weekend,
not
or
just
not
those
just 3
2
days.
days.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
So yeah, but as much as I can go home as possible is how much I try to go home. So
Do you have
I don't
brothers
love
and
to fly,
sisters?
I do. I have an older brother. His name's Ben. He works
Yeah.
like in finance, but he's still in
Alright.
Charlotte.
My brother's in Charlotte too.
Really?
He lives in Charlotte now. Yeah.
I love Charlotte.
Yeah.
I think it's a great. I mean, we were just saying North Carolina is like the best state.
Yeah.
Not biased at all, but I do love North Carolina and South Carolina, obviously.
Cool. Okay, now you mentioned that you would want to own a coffee shop one day. Give me your love of coffee because I am a coffeeholic myself.
Yeah, I have. There's honestly a lot that I dream about, like even outside of music, but hopefully coinciding with music. But I would love to have a coffee shop. I have this vision of having a coffee shop attached to a boutique. I've had that vision forever. I love fashion so much.
Yes!
That's
I can
like
see
my
that,
thing.
yeah.
And I know so many people that own their own boutiques, whether it's back home or here, and I would just love to do both. So I'm like, okay, so let's combine my passion for coffee. I have a whole barista setup at home I do. Like, what kind of coffee machine do you have?
Listen, I have everything, but
Do
I still
you?
do the pods.
Okay,
Unless I'm
the espresso.
home and I can really make good coffee.
No, the pods
but I
are
have an espresso machine.
consistent.
I have the Nespresso thing.
That's what I have.
I have the coffee bar.
I have all of that. I have a Nespresso that I keep in my that I don't keep out on the counter. It's more so when my mom comes because that's what she knows how to use. But I'll use it every now and then, even though I have this fancy espresso machine because it's consistent. So if something's going off, I'm just like, let me just make, because I can't go without it, obviously.
Obviously.
I have like the other day I had 4. Like that's not healthy or normal, but I've tried to keep it to a minimum of 2, or a maximum of 2.
Okay, so our next thing is we're gonna have a coffee date because, yeah.
Do you have some favorite coffee shops?
Well,
I have a lot.
I guess I do. We were talking about Lala, but I don't even know if I went there for the coffee as much as the vibe.
Well,
right?
there's not much coffee.
Right. But the vibe's really cool. But there's
It is.
oh god, there's one in Donaldson. What is that one called? I'll have to think of it.
Yeah, I
can't
wouldn't
think of
know. I pretty much
I think it's with the
stay in
C.
Franklin.
Caliber.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard of
there's one in
Caliber.
Donaldson. In Donaldson area in Nashville that I like, and I'm sure there's stuff all around.
Yeah, Franklin has like.
There's crema.
I think like 10.
Obviously there's.
Yeah, no, yeah, I've heard of the. I haven't been to many outside of Franklin, but Hanks is like, I don't know if any of the people in here know Hanks. Hanks is so
but I need to go to Hanks because
it is so good. It's the best coffee and it's the best like aesthetic. Like it's the cutest.
Okay.
So if you're going for the vibes, like the coffee's up there and so are the vibes. So
okay, well you
Sponsor
heard it
me.
here.
Sponsor.
Hanks sponsor
Seriously,
Sarah
I love
and
it.
me, Lauren.
I love it.
We love
Sponsor
coffee.
the podcast, honestly.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I would totally go to your coffee.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about a name
yet,
but something that maybe they'd be 2 separate businesses, but just maybe have like a barn door that attaches, so like the boyfriend or the husband can go and sit in the coffee shop while the girl shops.
girl shops.
Exactly.
Perfect.
It makes sense to me.
Perfect. Makes sense to me.
It's probably been done before, but not in my head. I'm the originator.
You'll be the originator of this particular one.
Literally.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of good merch with that.
Maybe in Franklin. It would do well in Franklin.
What is okay, so what's your ultimate goal? Obviously we know you're a great singer, we know that you're writing, and obviously you want it out in the world, but is there like some major goal I
try not to be super, I guess, adamant about the end goal. I think a lot of people doing what I'm doing at my age are always looking at the next step. And I try not to be that way. It's hard because there's obviously not a ton of like security. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like everything could change tomorrow. So I try my best to just really enjoy now. That's something that I feel like I preach to all my friends about, whatever they're doing. Like I have a lot of friends back home who are just climbing the ladder, whether it's in corporate or whatever. And I think no matter how old you are, it's all about now. So not to get away from your question, obviously I would love to just be able to make it financially. I would love to be able to do music while like being comfortable in life. But I'm also, I don't know, I'm not gonna like kill myself over it, you know? Like
I got you.
there's a lot of things that I'm passionate about, and I know that I'm gonna be happy in whatever I do. As of right now, it's full throttle on the music career, but no matter what, I'm gonna like appreciate my life now and enjoy the process of it and not try to rush it.
I love that because it goes by so quickly.
Yeah, I know.
And it's really hard. This business is hard when there's so many things you're supposed to be doing. And, you know, but if you're writing good songs and you're getting with good people and you've got good management, then you're already
and you
ahead
have faith,
of your game.
A little bit of faith, too.
You got to have faith, girl.
Instead of rushing it. It's not in my hands.
Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think timing's everything. I mean, it really does make a difference. You look back on some things and go, wow, I'm glad that didn't happen then, you know, or I'm glad that happened then and not now. So
exactly.
So, yeah, it's just being consistent in what you're trying to achieve, but also enjoying life.
Enjoying
because it
the
can
process.
Be fleeting.
No, for sure. That's what it's about, honestly. Like it's not about like making it huge, honestly. At the end of the day, like life is very short, so enjoying the little bit of every day. Like I know everybody uses the term like romanticizing your life, but that's exactly what I do. Like I try to enjoy every little moment of every day. Obviously, that's not like the reality of every day, but I'm trying to enjoy making my coffee and all of the little moments in the day that make up your life, honestly. So that's kind of what I try to focus on. And of course, working hard and having faith in the unknown and all of that goes into that. So,
but all those little things are what adds up to make it get through all those harder times.
Exactly.
So if you can appreciate
stability,
those little
routine,
things.
I'm all about that. I mean, I'm all about that. I'm a homebody. I try to.
Yeah, don't lose that. And starting this young, because you really are right at the beginning of so much that's going to happen for you.
Thank you.
So keeping that piece of it when everything starts to get like all the opinions and everything is going to. But that's a great thing. Yeah. That's a great thing to be a part of as you grow and into your music and your artistry and all that good stuff. You mentioned coffee. You mentioned you played soccer. Is there something else that you have a love for? Like, do you cook or anything like that? Because I feel like
I actually almost set my kitchen on fire the other day.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe not cooking.
That's not. I can't do anything. I mean, I have a lot of passions. Honestly, I feel like I love fashion. Obviously, I like photography. I love makeup. I love like anything like beauty related. I don't know. That could mean anything. Like I like all of that kind of stuff. I love health. Like I wouldn't say I love fitness, but I like everything that goes into like health and wellness.
Well, you played soccer, so you were an athlete.
I was.
But you're like, but you also like a girly girl.
I'm such a girly girl.
So you love all that, and it's a great combination.
I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm that soccer player anymore, though. That was like that was another life. I was still a girly girl, I guess, when I played soccer, but I'm not that girl anymore.
I got you.
I've kind of become a woman now, so I'm not.
Kind of had to grow up a little and become a different thing.
A little less of an athlete, I would say, but. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I'm passionate about, but
where do you see yourself in 10 years? Or hope to?
I guess outside of career-wise, because again, that's up in the air. But would love to maybe be touring, or just in a good place in music. But would love to be married, and would love to have like a big house. Actually, it doesn't even matter if it's big, but a house like on land with a porch. I'm going into all the details.
Girl, the front porch.
Or even a wraparound porch maybe
You're
a baby or
so
two. I don't
Carolina,
know.
that's me. Give me the wraparound porch.
No, for real.
No, I got you.
Long driveway, would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, these are very specific, but how old will I be?
34?
So, like, I guess that would be a mom age. I don't know. Maybe have
Maybe
a
have kids or
baby.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can also see myself, like, still singing in church. I would love to. I know Carrie Underwood still sings in church every now and then, which is wild, but I would love to do that kind of stuff and maybe do something with animals, love animals. So, like, if I had
Me too.
the means to do charity work in that way, I would probably adopt every animal and every.
Do you have one? Do you have a dog or a cat right now?
I do. That's kind of a sore subject because I have a dog, but he got bark complaints. So
Oh no.
we have a lot of dogs back home, and he had to join the farm back home.
So he's
but
good.
he's
You
fine.
are disappointed.
I was very disappointed because a dog's gonna bark, but
Oh, gosh.
I think we're both better off. But I love dogs, so I would probably adopt every dog in my
Yeah.
radius if I had the means. So
Yeah, I've got the space, but I don't have a dog anymore. But yeah, I would do that too. I would do that
I
too.
would love to just have a farm of dogs, just dogs, not a cat person, just dogs.
Are you playing anywhere else besides the show right now?
Yeah, I've been playing. I feel like I've been playing a good bit. I mean, the
Yeah.
shows have definitely slowed that down a little bit. Like my personal music career, not in a bad way. Just they're
Yeah.
just on the popular nights. But
Yeah.
as of up and coming, I mean, I know I'm gonna have a song coming out somewhat soon, called "Someone Will," this is like the first time I've ever
Really?
said that.
You
It's
heard
gonna
it
be really
first here on
fun.
Lyric in Motion, you guys.
It's gonna be. Such a fun song. I got to play it at Losers not long ago, full band, and that was the first time I
Really?
ever played
Awesome.
it. Like I hadn't even played it in a writers round before, so my band killed it, and that show kind of was like, okay, this needs to be the next song, and I think that as of right
Okay.
now, that's gonna create like the EP. So yeah, that's kind of all up in the air. I literally was just talking on the phone with my manager Mark about it, so it's kind of all still up in the air in discussion. But
Yeah.
as for shows, I feel like they kind of are last minute in Nashville, so like I'll get asked like a week before, so
Maybe
I
do, like,
don't
a
know
writer's
for sure right
round
now.
or a-
Writers rounds
yeah.
happen a lot.
Yeah.
Full band shows can be last minute too, so sometimes you really have to scramble for a rehearsal. But yeah, I guess I always try to post them on social media and all of that. So
And all your stuff is on streaming everywhere, right?
yes, all the
So,
music,
All the music and
social media, Sara Kelly official.
yeah. And we'll
yeah.
put all that out there so everybody
Good.
can follow you.
Good, that's important.
That is important.
Unfortunately.
Yes, it is
Social
important.
media. Wild.
Are there any advice that you would give someone, or anything
Such a
that
good
maybe
question.
you
Like
someone starting out, or someone maybe just where you're at writing and stuff, or maybe
Yeah, because I'm starting out.
yeah.
I would definitely say going back to like being authentic, diving into just like what makes you you, and really like that is a superpower. I think like if you're different, that's literally a superpower in the
Yeah.
music industry. Nobody wants like another Lainey Wilson. Like Lainey Wilson exists. Nobody wants another Carrie Underwood. She's already amazing. So being inspired by, but finding out who you are and standing strong in your morals. That's a big thing, whatever those might be.
Right.
But that's a big deal to me. Like for me, I want to be someone that a little girl can look up to, and
Yeah.
not, and dress a certain way, and just like represent who I am and my morals just by everything that I do. So standing strong in what you believe in, whether that be what you will and what you won't say in a song, or just acting on that really kind of creates who you are in the industry, and people know you by certain things. So standing strong in that, and having faith, honestly, praying every day.
Yes.
Amen.
Man, that's so good. I can't wait to hear new music. It sounds like it's out soon. And we will definitely let people know how to follow you and all that good stuff.
That'd be
Is there in Lyric in Motion, a lot of times I'll of course, because my background is obviously dance as well. And sometimes I'll ask artists, like, if you had a go-to move, does Sarah have a
girl.
go-to move?
Girl.
If she was on stage, not with your guitar,
Girl.
not around, and you're standing there with your microphone, do you have a move?
You've seen me. You know I can't dance.
No, listen. What I am seeing is that you're growing tremendously in that field anyway. But some people say that maybe they do a little fist thing, or maybe they have a stance they do, or maybe they point at somebody.
I mean, I think because I sing with range, sometimes some of the movements are very like natural, so maybe it's like hand on the heart or something where I'm like really trying to like take it from my gut and pour it out. So it's probably something like that. I don't know. It wouldn't be
now
a
that you're
dance
saying
movement.
that, I'm
Maybe
seeing you on stage doing that.
Yeah, like
yes.
like
when that kind of fist kind of
I mean, I need
your
it.
hand to your heart.
I do that probably too much, so don't.
I've never noticed it too much.
Good, because sometimes I'm like, well, it's not on the guitar, so it's gonna go here.
Oh my gosh, I know. Do you find it hard to know what to do if you don't have the guitar in front of you?
Yeah, no, the show's obviously been a huge learning experience, and it's been really good for a lot of different things. But yeah, without having a guitar, it's a whole nother ball game, I would say. But
well,
yeah,
I am so thankful for you coming on this podcast.
Thanks for
the minute I did
me.
meet you, and then hearing your music, I'm like, I've just got to talk with her and make sure that she has just at least another platform to get heard and to get seen.
It.
And we'll give everyone all your socials and all that. Look for the new music. Look for her new coffee shop with fashion and all the great things that are ahead of you. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Lyric in Motion. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We have so many new episodes to come out, and join our community of creatives. We're based out of Nashville. I am Lauren Floyd Turner, your host, and I can't wait to share more of Lyric in Motion.